Hello you lovely people, it is Thorny here and I am back with another Banished episode. We are on episode 2 of our town Livette. Last episode we arrived, we built some small houses, we got our gatherer's hut and hunting cabin built. This time I would like to look at building a forester's hut so we can start gathering some wood, which I think would be helpful. would be helpful. Don't worry, I'm just amusing myself. So yeah, I think a forester's hut would be good so we can start collecting wood, planting and gathering. So we're kind of keeping on top of that. We have got our iron, our rough tool limits, or our tool limits, sorry, set at 50. We're currently making rough tools out of log and iron ore, as we don't have any iron yet to make iron tools, which would be better, but we will work up to that. I am actually going to increase this limit. 150 tools might seem a little extreme when we've actually only got 10 adults here, but I think you can lose track of things very quickly, and tools is one of the things that you can forget about, and all of a sudden you end up with no tools. Your whole village has no tools and it can cause a problem, especially as one of the things I'd like to do is start accepting nomads. I'm going to just set us up here so the game is actually playing. Yeah, I'd like to set up a way to accept nomads into the village to boost our population. So first of all I'm going to start the tailor off, building that. How are these getting on? How are we doing for food? 959. Okay, so we've been collecting quite a lot of everything, bits of everything here and there. The cabin, hunter's cabin, feathers, duck meat, no venison or leather yet. I think we need leather, is good to make clothes with, but we can make it with feathers. I think it's feathers and reeds that you need to make the easy to make clothes. So I'm going to keep those open just for the moment. We are building that currently. We have got some builders yet. I'm going to get rid of that for the moment because I don't think we've got anybody old enough. They'd be old enough to move out. Yeah, we don't think we've got anybody old enough to actually make a new couple. So you don't want to build too many houses all at once, otherwise you'll split people up, and then that'll mean that they need more firewood for each house, which currently at the moment we're alright for firewood, but you don't want to try and make things any difficult than they need to be. So the barn is getting built. We've got the stockpile there. So yeah, while I've got these two still open, I can see the circle of where they are collecting items from. So I'll speed this up a little bit and we'll make the forester's hut. I like the dense tree shack because it's a smaller space. It takes a smaller space on the map, and I think you get about the same amount of wood as you would from a forester's hut, which you can see is a larger amount. The dense tree shack does just fill up with trees. So where should we put that? I think I'd like to keep this side as more kind of houses and build out the town this way. So if we had the tree shack over here. Where did that go? Here somewhere. There we go. Okay, the tailor's ready. Survival coats there, reeds and feathers. we'll start that going and add somebody in, and we'll just see how we get on with that, if they're actually able to make anything. Now the dense tree shack, oh goodness, there we go, it's here. I say there's a lot of trees. So if I run a path down this way. Oh, I didn't build that very well. I built it so you can't get through. Okay, I'll build it around like that. There we go. So they've got a path to make them a little bit quicker. We can add the path to here. Right, our dense tree shack is ready. I am going to build a storage spot for the wood. So many menus. I think actually I'll just build a regular stockpile. Where can I put that in? Can I put that in there? Don't want to encroach too much on the... Oh. Let's do that. Speed that up a little bit. Prioritise that. I am going to add somebody into the tree shack. Oh. And then I am also going to... I don't need any builders to take both of those off. I am just going to get rid of all of the stone and iron. There's my tree shack again, just so I can see the circle. I'm going to get rid of all of the stone and iron that is in this the tree shack area. So that means they've got the majority of space possible to plant all of the trees. So if I prioritise that as well. So once I get rid of all of that iron and stone in there, they can plant trees everywhere basically. So that is that one done. Oh, logs. Where on earth did that come from? I obviously pressed something. I was thinking we'd got the right amount of wood then for the log limit. I am actually... do I want to increase that? I'm going to increase it to 500. It might take us a while to actually get up to that amount, but we can keep an eye on in here. So currently we've got 144. So wood is definitely something that we need to keep an eye on, that we need for fuel and for our tools and things. So for our tailor, we've not got the required materials. That's fine, we can just close that and they will go back working there when materials become available, and when they're not working there, I think they just become a labourer. So that's fine. The stockpile, oh yeah, that was there, so that's all sorted. Things are being stored there. Now, tool limit, that's fine. We'll keep that at 150. Then you've got children. Now, the next thing is this nomad well. So in the town services, here we go. There's a nomad well. There's also a town hall. These kind of things where that you can build them and nomads will arrive. I'm not sure out of all of these. I know this one definitely does. If you build this, nomads can use it. I'm not sure about these small town halls. See, this one says does not encourage nomads. Does this mean that these small ones will? Oh, that's nice. White House. Just build that. We're all living in tents, but we're going to build a massive White House for our town hall. I think I am just going to start off with this nomad well. If I put it here next to our tailors and our blacksmiths, it also means that if anything around here catches on fire, they'll be able to use the well to hopefully put the fires out. So even though when we upgrade to a town hall, the well becomes kind of irrelevant for attracting nomads, at least it means it's still usable. Oh, here we go, we need a builder. It means it's still usable. Actually, while I'm thinking of it, oh, pause it. Before I build the well, I just realised that we don't have a hospital. Now, nomads do bring diseases with them. Not all of the time, but sometimes. So we need a little hospital or something to make sure that if they do bring a disease, everybody can stay safe. Herbalist, so we could do with one of those as well. They collect things for medicines. Let's start off with a clinic. I think this one's a bit small. I think now we need to aim away from the tents. So this one needs lumber. It does look quite nice. But maybe we just start off with this small one first. Yeah. So we'll pop that there. Oh, we've got people become labourers. That's great. 3. Excellent. So I'm going to put 2 into building there. And then I'm going to unpause this, so hopefully the clinic will get built first. And then the well will be completed. And that means that we'll be all set for nomads. Now the next thing, I'm going to turn the clinic off for the time being. So we're not going to have anybody there working there, but at least if somebody does get sick, we can turn it back on again. Just because we've not got a huge amount of people. Once we've got lots of people spare, we can add somebody in there permanently. So we've got the well sorted, well, almost sorted. We've got the clinic done. The next thing is we will need some more houses if we get some more nomads, and also as we are expanding, I'd like to get rid of these tents and move people into houses. So we've definitely got the woodcutter there. They are old enough. Once they get a job and are no longer a child, once they become a labourer, then they are old enough to get married, I suppose, or live with each other and have families, so we can have at least one house. Which, oh, there we go, the well's done. Excellent. So this is the old hunter's residence. So if we unpause that, hopefully once that is built, it means that some of the people, some of the children who have now become labourers, who've grown up into adults, they will be able to move out of there and move into the hunting residence, which also hopefully will transfer so that the people living in the hunter cabin will live next door and they won't have very far to travel. So our small barn is quite full. How's this little one doing here? Quite full. We could maybe do with a little barn over here by this little fisherman. How's he getting on? Oh great, 576, that's doing really well. So he's, I think I said in the last episode, each person needs about 100 food, I think, in the season. So he's made food for himself plus 400 and a half extra, so that's great. Yeah, so here we go, we've got a hunter living there and a gatherer, so that means now they're living in this house, they don't have as far to travel to work. Another thing as I'm looking at this, there's plenty of stone and iron around here, so I am going to get people to collect the resources. Oh no, that is not the right thing. I don't want them to collect everything. I want them to collect the stone and iron ore. So I'm going to do it in the whole of this circle. There we go. Excellent. And that should have all been done in this circle as well for the trees. And now I can get rid of both of these. Should I add another gatherer in, seeing as we've got some more people? I think I will. I'm going to add an extra gatherer. Yes. And an extra hunter in. So the hunter's got enough people, the gatherer can take another person. And I would like to now plan out some of the houses that I'd like to build. I'm thinking this area would be quite nice for like a town square. So we could have some houses around it, maybe a market in the middle. Let's have a look at the market buildings. Trade is also something that we could start doing. Am I in the right thing for markets? I'm sure it's... Oh, what are these? Oh yeah, the village barns. General warehouse. Food refining. Nope. This one. Is it this one? This one. No. Dear me, let me start at the beginning. Houses, roads. It is in this one. Markets. Trade buildings, stockpiles. Oh goodness, how did I miss that? So this kind of market, or a small town market, that means that all of the items that people will need in their houses are kind of all in one central place. So rather than having people having to go up here to get sort of wood, or down here to get tools, or over here to get food, they can just go to the market and then not have as far to take it back to their homes. So I think this kind of market would be nice. Ooh, little market. Would be nice kind of in the centre here. And it covers quite a nice range, so anybody living up here as well would also be in the right area for it. But I'd like to plan out some houses first of all. And that's a bit small. Just to give me an idea, not to build them necessarily yet, but just to kind of give me an idea of where to place them, how big they are, and also if nomads do arrive, it means that we've sort of got houses in place ready to be built. This is quite nice. I feel like this would be nice when we start doing farms with cattle and growing seeds and things like that. Little salt box houses. We don't have any lumber. That's another thing that we could actually start making, because I think lumber is something that that's quite nice. Lumber's something that you do use quite a lot of for a various amount of things. I like this town abode that also needs lumber. A little house. Huh. With an upstairs. These are quite nice. Colonial. Oh, autosave. Why don't we go for these? No. Small houses. They just need wood and stone. So we do have those. Do they have any other colours? Oh, a different colour roof. Why don't we go for green? If I put one, how do I want to lay these out? I kind of like the idea of them all being on like this side and this side so that they're looking into the market here. So I'll get that the right way around again. I'm going to put the first one here. So that takes up 3 spaces. And then the bit extra over the top for that, which is an extra 2. So, I've got no builders currently, so the labourers are just going to bring everything but not build it, and I think I'm alright with that. I'm going to pause it now that they've brought all the log and stone, just so that if I add any builders on for something else, they're not going to build the house straight away. But I think I'm alright with the labourers bringing the maybe we should have different coloured roofs. How do I feel about that? No, let's go with green. So that's 3, and then 1, 2. I think that's right. 1, 2. Sorry, I think I got sidetracked there. I was. I'm all right with the labourers bringing the trees and clearing anything. Clearing the trees, and bringing any of the items that the materials that they need. We are low on logs though, because that means if anybody needs a new house, or if we do have nomads arrive, that we can very quickly build these houses for them. Right, logs. Let me just find the cabins, the hunter's cabin and the gatherer's hut again, and look at my yellow circles, and then I am going to get everybody. I think I'm just going to remove all resources up to that yellow circle, and we are going to be expanding over this way, so I'm going to chop out some of the trees. Oh, nomads! Nomads! Right, get rid of those. How many have we got? Oh, 2. Yes, we'll let you come and live with us, and we will build this house for you. We will prioritise that. Ooh, nice. This is looking great. Little greenhouse. Well, little green roof. So yeah, we've got 2 people living there. Fantastic. We've got everybody collecting all of the trees to get some more wood, which is great. How are we getting on over here? Oh, I'm never going to be able to find this place. 56, 32. Not a huge amount. I do think it takes a while. You can add, I might add an extra person in, just to get it started. Oh, what are we for? Oh, excellent, we've reached our food limit. That barn is full. How's we doing here? Okay, let me pause for a moment just while I take stock of everything. So we've got, we are full on the food at 5,000 foods. Just over 5,000 foods, that's great. I don't think you can ever have enough food. Auto save. So what I'm going to do is, I think, add a path in back here and create another storage facility around here for the fishermen, so they've got an easier place to store all the fish, to drop the fish off, rather than having to walk. I mean, it's not that far, but rather than having to walk here, we have got something a little bit easier for him. That's not the right thing. This is the thing I'm looking for. Goodness me, storage barns. Nope, that's not the thing I'm looking for either. Although, What's this cellar? Small barn. That's quite cute. Village barn. Narrow. Wow. That's quite cool. There is a place actually at the end of my street where I live, and they have. It's now been turned into a like a restaurant, but they actually have on the back of the building a door like this, or a door on the back of the building up at the top where the pulley system is. I think it used to be something to do with flour, that they used to get flour delivered there and then haul it up into the top of the building. But the door and everything's still there. So anyway, I digress. What am I looking for? Just a regular kind of storage barn. Nothing too big. That's quite nice. Mini storage, that is tiny. Oh, I like this thing. That's massive. They're a bit too big. La la la. I think they're all going to be too big. What's this? This one? I like this one. Oh, there's so many choices. Medieval barns. Oh, these are quite cool as well. Oh, tiny medieval barn. I like this. Right. Wood and stone. Capacity 4,000. What's the capacity on this? 5,000. 6,000. Will I be able to fit a house back there? Yes, I think I will. Right, I'm just going to stop contemplating and I'm going to build it there. I'm just going to extend the road a little bit to it. There we go. And then we can start again. So, lumber is the other thing that I've been talking about, that I keep mentioning in this episode about creating. The other thing I think I'm going to do is just increase the food limit. Maybe 7,000. It doesn't really matter what the food limit is. I could put it up to like a huge amount, but I kind of like to keep track and see when we hit a number so that I know that the food is increasing. Which is maybe not the best way around to do it, but anyway. So lumber is the other thing. Sorry, I feel like I'm just going around in circles. I've mentioned lumber about 20 times now. So, lumber, let's focus. Not that one, this one. Lumber. The saw pit. Slow method. I don't know if it's worth doing that one slow. Sawmill. That's quite a big building. That's massive. Shipyard, blah blah blah. Homeware, building supply. I think maybe this one will go for the large one, even though it does seem a little bit excessive in terms of like the size of the houses that we've got. And the wood limit has gone up, that's great. If I add it here, I think I'm encroaching a little bit on the tree shack and also these, they're kind of foraging grounds, but it seems to make sense to me to have it close by so that you're not sort of carrying things around everywhere. Log limit. That's obviously all the logs that everybody's collected. I am going to increase that to 1,000. Let's just go for it. So we've got builders. Some houses out here would be good as well for all of these people to live in, so let's just check to see how we're all doing here. We've definitely got a couple of people who could move out. Yeah, let's build. I think a couple of houses out here would be nice. Stone house, more warmth than wooden houses. And these look quite nice. Do you you know what? I think I'm going to build 4 out here. So the sawmill's getting built. I know we need plenty of builders, but they are just for building the houses. I'm going to pause them as they are getting completed in terms of the amount of things that are out here. Because I think what I'm going to do is actually get rid of these houses here. Mini house. I think I'm just going to delete them. No, that's not the right tool that I'm looking for. What on earth am I ooh, more nomads. You've come just right at the right time, Mr. Nomads. No. Oh my goodness. 2. Yeah, we're doing plenty of food. We're alright for tools. We've got no clothes, but that can be something that we remedy. We're going to allow them to turn up here. And hopefully they will move into this one when it is built. We can add a couple more. Oh, we don't need more builders. We will need more builders when I remove this. Which is what I was looking for before and couldn't find the right thing. What is this? Oh, I was looking. I'm just going to remove this one. I'll do one at a time. No. Please tell me I didn't click to remove that cancel removal. Just in case I did. And then we are going to start building this one. Excellent. So the sawmill is ready. I am going to add 1 person into there to start making lumber from log. What is this? What are we? Fuel limit. Oh, fuel limit 300 and material. Wow. Stored materials. We are really above the limit on that. Let's go up to 1,000. Oh. They've died of starvation. Why? That is interesting. I don't know why they died of starvation, but I'm going to get rid of their house so that whoever's living there can now. Did they move into there? No, they did not. That's what I was expecting to do. Okay, we'll unpause this one. So we've got 3 people without houses. Probably because I've just made them homeless, getting rid of their tents. But people shouldn't be living in these tents, they're rubbish. Yeah. They're alright to live and eat and store the stuff, stay warm, but I'm sure they're not going to be as good as... They're not a tent with a fire. Are they a tent with a fire? No, they're not a tent with a fire, they're just a rubbish normal tent. So they'll be much happier in a house. So, there we go. Now everybody has moved into the new houses. They've all got homes. Let's see who's living there. Hunter-gatherer, forester, builder, woodcutter, hunter, labourer. So it means all the people like hunters and gatherers, they've not got quite as far a commute to get to work. Now, have we got anything else? Have we got any leather yet? Leather, we have. So if we turn the tailor into making hide coats with leather, hopefully they'll be able to make some of those. Right, we can get rid of that now. So I think I'm going to leave this part here. Our new barn, tiny barn, is full. Or not full, but it's been built and it's 36% full. And we've got some new houses built. We've got some nomads arriving, which is nice. We've got plenty in stock. We're doing okay for fuel and logs, and definitely for food. The tools is alright as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to leave this part here. I'm going to get rid of the builders there just so that I can keep track of how many labourers and everything that we've got. And I think this has been an excellent day for our, well, more than a day for our settlers here in Levette. But we've grown the community. We've got some new town services like the hospital. We've got the forester built. We've got new houses built for everybody, and we are growing. We now have 19 adults. We had 10, I think, at the start of the episode. So yeah, I'm going to leave this part here. Thank you so much for joining me again, lovely people. And if you've enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Subscribe to see all the future episodes. And as always, give me some comments and suggestions down below if there's anything that you'd like to let me know. So, thank you again, and I will see you next time.